France Maritime Police will start intercepting small boats in the English Channel which have been transporting potential migrants to the UK. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer made the request to his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron, aiming for the large rubber dinghies named taxi boats to be cut off before any asylum seekers could board them on French beaches. Alistair Bunkle is in France with more.
French Maritime Police have been given orders that they can intercept boats carrying migrants at sea. There's a lot of detail still unknown. I mean, how far out at sea, for example, and how those interceptions will work, when it will come into play. The weather conditions around the channel at the moment are not good for migrant crossings. I mean, that's fairly typical of this time of the year, but the winds are pretty strong and the weather is not good. So I don't think that it'll be something that we see happening imminently, but it's come, it seems, after some pressure from Sir Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, writing to Emmanuel Macron saying that at the moment there is no effective deterrent in the Channel to stop migrant crossings. And this debate over whether or not French police can intervene has been going on for some time, and the French police and their unions have been understandably quite concerned about any legal consequences and ramifications from interventions because they are risky. These boats often carry women and young children on board as well, and were something to go wrong during an intervention and people to be injured or even lose their lives. And I think the French police have wanted guarantees that their officers won't then be subsequently prosecuted through courts, for example. But it is a way of trying to toughen up the security and the policing along that northern French coast to try and provide a deterrent for migrants and for the smugglers, but we've seen regularly that the smugglers will change their tactics. As soon as a new tactic is introduced by the police, the smugglers themselves will adapt what they do in order to circumvent that. And as I say, it's going to happen at sea. Those are the words being used. Whether that's just along the shoreline or whether that's slightly further out to sea, we don't know. At the moment, it's not going to happen, at least in the first kind of phase, in the rivers and the inlets, where a lot of the time the smugglers pump up the boats and begin to load them up. But it does look, on the face of it, as though it is a significant change in policy. But as I say, I think we'll have to wait and see whether or not it does lead to any drop-off in the migrant crossings.